Hey guys, how you doing? It's Will here, back again with Never Odd or Even, with the fantastic new logo. Thanks, Ben. Taking the back out of it, making it transparent, making it pretty cool. I wanted to talk to you about a couple of things today around the area of Game of Thrones. I've been reading this fantastic book here by George R. Martin. I always feel like I'm stuttering when I say George R. Martin. Fire and Blood, which actually details the 300 years before Game of Thrones starts, from the Targaryen invasion of Westeros right through until Robert's Rebellion. And it's been a fascinating read. It reads a bit like a history book, and I've really enjoyed it. However, I've just come across something that's a little weird. In the second last chapter of the book, I've actually discovered that there was a lord. Actually, it's not the second last; it's a few back, but it's about 100 AD, which is after the invasion. AC, sorry. After Aegon's conquest. There is a lord of the Riverlands, a Lord Tully, whose name is Elmo. Now, Elmo is not a weird name, and certainly from a medieval perspective, a Lord Elmo is not that crazy. But in this particular case, Lord Elmo has a son, and his name is Grover. Yes, that's right, Grover. You heard me correctly. And Grover has a son, and his name is Kermit. George, did you run out of names or something? Was there some kind of issue, or is this some kind of elaborate practical joke or an Easter egg? Elmo, father of Grover, father of Kermit. Kermit has a brother called Oscar. Now, can you tell me, how did we get to Sesame Street from Game of Thrones? Let me just read you this little piece here, and you tell me whether or not our friend George R. Martin might be taking the mickey here. Here it is now. Then as now, the Riverlords were a fractious, quarrelsome lot. Kermit Tully, Lord of Riverrun, was their liege lord, and nominally commander of the host. But it must be remembered that his lordship was about 19 years of age, and as green as summer grass. Yes, that's right. Kermit was as green as summer grass. Now, it's not easy being green. I understand. Kermit's had a lot to deal with. As the Northmen might say. But his brother Oscar, who had slain 3 men during the Muddy Mess, which was a battle on the King's Road, was knighted on the battlefield afterwards, was greener still, and cursed with a sort of prickly pride so common in second sons. Prickly pride. Are they suggesting that Oscar's a bit of a grouch? A grouch? Can you tell me, George, how did we get to Sesame Street? Anyway, just something to ponder, something to think about. While we're on the topic of Game of Thrones, which I've really enjoyed the books, I'm a bit of a book fan. I'm into the book is better, and I shout out to anybody who's got their book is better shirts, especially Niall. I don't know if Niall watches, but Niall's got this great friend of mine. Niall's got this great book is better shirt. But I found this the other day and I bought it. It's a little game called Game of Phones. Game of Phones. That's right. So it's a bit of a party game, and the object of the Game of Phones is you take your little deck and you shuffle it, and you put it face down, and you grab your smartphones, and each card instructs the players to find, show, or create, or do something with their phones. The players are free to interpret the cards as they wish. You need to have at least 3 players, and there's no maximum number of players. So looking at this gave me a little bit of an idea. Just a little bit of an idea. I thought, well, I like to play games. You like to play games. I've got a phone. You've got a phone. Why don't we have a bit of a game? we could play a game through YouTube of Game of Phones. So I'm going to draw the first card, and the way I want to work this out is I'm going to read this card, and on the Facebook page, if you're on Facebook, I know some of you youngins are thinking that Facebook's a little old and dead, but it's a really good way to sort of hub social media, and I know you've got it, you probably just don't use it much. If you go to the Facebook page, Facebook site, and type in Odd Rev, you'll be at Never Odd or Even. You can like that page, and I'm going to make a little heading there, and I'll use a sticky to stick it to the top just for the next, what do you reckon, 3 days. We'll give 3 days. So today's the 1st of April, so I'll give you till the 3rd of April to be able to complete this Game of Phones. I even made a little icon. Hang on. Game of Phones. Da 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 da. Oh, I don't want to do too much of it because otherwise I might breach copyright and they'll flag me. But that's okay. Game of Phones. All right. So I'm going to read the card now. I want you to do this before lunchtime on the 3rd of April, which happens to be my brother's birthday as well. Happy birthday, Jay, on the 3rd of April. And you can post your findings onto the Facebook page, and then I will rank the winner. So you really got to be the first in, I think. So I'm going to give a point for the first in, and then maybe a point for the one I like the best. So that'll allow you to get up there and be on the rankings. And I'll list the rankings when I do Game of Phones on this page. All right, so here we go. It says, oh, radio, this will be interesting. It says, find a celebrity that looks like you. That's right. So each and every one of you. Now, that might be a bit difficult because I don't know what you all look like. So I've got a good idea. Let's change it slightly, all right? Find a celebrity that looks like me. A celebrity that looks like me. A celebrity that looks like me. That's right. You can do that. So, 2 things out of today. Is George R. Martin a Muppet? I don't know. Can you tell me how we got to Sesame Street? Good questions. And find a celebrity that looks like me. Post it on the Facebook page. All right. Till next time. If you haven't done so before, then subscribe and like and check out the other pages. I look forward to catching up with you next time. Thanks again.